So I think that we were at the apartment last week, so we gotta go to the house this week? Waited at Poggy's. Nothing out of the usual. Well, that's probably good. Testing a new reporting system. No need to report the anomaly type anymore. Oh god, this is another. But too many false reports will cause a system crash. Also, please note that there are no cameras outside the house. But make sure to report outside anomalies as being outside. Can you do me a huge favor? What is your favor? I'll agree to it if I decide that it's reasonable. I've been trying some new games and demos. What games? I like games. Do you have any suggestions? I want to click these even though I know I can't open them. Okay. I tried. It didn't work, but I tried. Alright. Take a look around. It's very dusty in here. Oh god. I hate that floor. I hate it. If you see an intruder in the bathroom, don't switch the camera until it's fixed. It's not for the reason you think, I swear. Is it because they switch rooms if I leave the room? As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, but it looks like the loud, and you know I'm all for serving the loud. Actually, I'm not. Loud noises give me anxiety, but that's okay. No, something happens when you report them. Oh god. I don't like this picture up here. For any reason you might think it is. Speaking of which, you should definitely have a try at Necro Nom Nom Nom. I just have a cookbook called that. What's is it about cooking? Okay, we're gonna keep looking, even though there's already an anomaly somewhere, and that looks kind of like a face. Okay, I'm not getting distracted. You're getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. It's fine. Okay, let's see. By wisdom, something is built. A house is built. And by understanding, it is established by... I can't read this shit. Forget it. It's fine. Oh, the painting in the hallway is messed up. Oh. You know what? You're right. It is. The man has a plastic bag on his head. Take it off. Take it off. Hopefully it doesn't take very long. It's a Lovecraft-inspired spooky speed dating sim. That sounds right up my alley. So I will absolutely look into that. Was that TV on when we were in this room before? Oh god, I don't remember, but we have limited amounts of mess-ups, so I don't want to just wildly guess. But I'll never know. It was? Bamboozled. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Was that window always open? I really don't like the paintings in this room. The bottle changed holes in the game. Is that the parlor? I don't know where I am anymore. I've gotten lost. It's called game room? Please? Okay. There isn't. Oh, there is a game room. Where is game room? Oh, this is game room. Hi, game room. I don't know what changed, but I should have realized that it was, you know, the room that I had started in before I was trying to establish. But it's fine. It's a solution. It's still a solution. I feel like that cross is going to be upside down one of these times. It only makes sense. Paintings are always kind of creepy. I'm sure they're fine. Nobody's outside right now. That's still a creepy painting anyway. There's in the hole next to the chip box thing. What game even was that? Like, I don't recognize it. And I don't know if it's just because it's black and white. Poker? Is it? I'm gonna look at it again when we go over there. Toilet seats down. Oh my god, there's a toilet in here. You know, I should expect there's a toilet in here. For some reason I didn't ever see it. And that's just like, oh yeah, no, that's fine, that's normal. They should just put the toilet seat down though, you know? It's more sanitary that way. Okay. TV's always on. This room is probably normal. This room doesn't feel normal, but I think it's just because it's so big and the space is so empty. But it shouldn't be. Okay, okay. This all seems normal, I think. Is that poker? I mean, it's gotta be. But I had a poker set and I thought it looked really different. What is that? Is that just like a pot outside? Bong to you too, timepiece. It's normal. Is everything normal in here? Were there always 2 crosses? Oh, the bed changed? Is that what's different? I know something looks different in here. Bedroom. Go. I do like the part where we don't have to identify what exactly is wrong. Maybe, maybe. I just put a link in your Discord under suggestions. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it because that way I won't forget. Because we all know I don't have a very good memory, as hard as I try. But I was gonna try. Okay. Towels. Whatever this weird table is. Why do you need 2 sinks in one bathroom, I wonder? I don't know. Why not? Is it for each hand to have its own sink? Because I don't know what else you'd do with it, yeah? I feel like that seems uncomfortable. That's a social distancing for your hands, yeah. That's like DDR with 2 playmats. I don't know what I'm missing. I know I'm missing. Good idea, no. Not at all. Because that was at least a game mode back on the PlayStation 2, is that you could play with 2 game mats for 1 person. And I could never do it. I couldn't. I'm not that skilled. I was never that skilled anyway. I'm really bad at rhythm. What is this? Is that a range? That is amazing. I love the suggestion. I don't know if I feel more confident that Nahi seems to approve, or if I feel more concerned that Nahi seems to approve. I don't think that painting's right. It's not right, right? Painting changed in the parlor? Okay, I'm gonna trust you on the parlor while we establish if that painting's different in the bedroom. The left painting in parlor under the quote. Oh, I couldn't go back and see it in time. Also, the pig woman is not normal either. Okay, good. I mean, imagine going to sleep with that face looking at you every night. I think that I wouldn't have any nightmares because she'd scare them away. I might have nightmares about her, though. It's fine. Also just finished my first playthrough of a point-and-click supernatural mystery game called Unavowed. Do you recommend it? Is it good? I like point-and-click, and I like mystery. I'm not very good at things, but I like things, you know? That's my thing. I don't make I'm bad at gaming my slogan because I'm gonna play it even if I'm bad at it. How many people are actually good at games, you know? I'm back. My internet stopped dying. I didn't know your internet was dying. You came back real fast. I do recommend it if it sounds like something that appeals to you. I'll try to remember to look into that too then. Were those chairs different? Never mind. Oh no. I feel like they're all facing this guy. I can link that too if you would like. Please do. If it's not too much of an inconvenience, I would highly appreciate. I don't know. I'm also thinking about buying Luigi's Mansion for the Switch, but I don't know if it's actually any good. I'm gonna see if there's a demo for it, but I don't know if there is. Is that always there? I feel like it's not. No inconvenience at all. I appreciate you. I don't know if I should mark that. No. It might. Maybe it's always there. That's normal. It is. It feels like something that shouldn't be. It really does. It feels like a subtle Doctor Who reference, and it feels like it doesn't belong there normally. What about this goop on the floor? Has the floor always looked sploogey? It's fine. These people need to clean their house better. There's dust floating around, definitely not ghosts. And, internet is get die. Oh no, RIP internet. Okay, I'm gonna guess there are always 2 pictures under there and I just never noticed them before. Okay. I don't feel good about any of this, but we're still... Oh god, there's too many. Oh, the radio's gone from the parlor. Oh no. It's so stressful when this comes up because now I know that I'm not gonna get a warning right before I'm about to die. And I might die anyway. Also, the grandma chair is a boring normal chair in the game room. Grandma chair? What? Grandma chair. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm gonna just, I guess, we haven't messed up, so I'm just gonna say something's wrong in the game room and see if anything gets fixed. We don't have time. I just have to trust. Oh! That is indeed a completely different chair. Alright. Makes sense now. I understand. I don't like that still. I just don't like the pictures in this game. Alright. I want to say everything looks fine, but it probably doesn't. I'm just lost. Switch to mobile. Welcome, Mobile Nahi. How does it feel to be zoomy? To have mobilized? To have freedom? I still hate those marks on the floor. What are they? Piano doing piano things. I don't know if that whatever is always on the piano. I'm squinting at this as if I think that I'm going to somehow see better because they're far away. Also, Ty, I'm almost caught up on Yuppie Psycho. Those snake things are a bitch. They are, aren't they? They're such a pain. Yuppie Cycle was so good, though. I would love another game like that, too. Should remember the game, see? I mean, Nahi referenced the game and then told me the topic that he was going on to about the game, in all fairness. If he just said, wow, those snakes in that one game suck, I'd be like, what snakes? Feels nice to lay in bed and watch stream. May not stay on mobile for long. May switch to my Switch. Oh, I thought you were going to say, may not stay on mobile for long. May fall asleep. That candle is not usually either in the hallway or lit, at the very least. We're not summoning whatever that candle's summoning. Thank you very much. There weren't any anomalies? That candle has been there lit the whole time? What? No. Bamboozled. Oh my god, I died. I died. 8 anomalies. Not enough. Retry. We got this. It's fine. Alright. Take a look at this room. Try to commit it to memory. Probably fail. It's fine. Phone is dying, but like, I want to stay in chat. That's fair. We do appreciate your presence, Nahi. And any presents that you may want to give me. I don't know what you'd be giving me, but you know, I had to say it. Actually, I don't think that I'd want you to randomly give me presents right now, but it's fine. Mostly because how? That's the one thing I wish the Switch would update on their app. What, allowing to be able to chat? Why don't you plug in your phone? Or is your charger, like, nubby? Okay. I feel like I've got... Candle. A good look at what's going on. Do I really know? Probably not. But I'd like to think that I do. Was that picture there in the last round too, or did it vanish and I never noticed? Oh no. I have faith. I have faith that I didn't miss that. Charger's crappy. I need to get a better one. For some reason, it is charging slow. Oh, that's a problem. A lot of problem. Get a very fancy one. And a very long one so you can even roll over in bed, you know? That's like priorities. I can't roll over in bed, but that's just because of Kitty. Nothing to do with anything else, honestly. Because if I don't lay specifically on one side, she decides that means that I have to give her attention, and she'll stand up and start harassing me. Is it always this bright in this room? It has to be. It has to be. I'm gonna say that it is, even though that's probably gonna be my downfall. It's fine. I want to know why this window looks the way that it does, but it's a mystery that I'll never have solved. Can I click this? No. Dang. I was hoping for secrets. Everyone knows there's always a secret somewhere. But I don't know where or why or how. Just like I don't know where the thing is that is anomalous right now. There should probably be 2 anomalies. And I'm lost. I don't know why this room seems so unfamiliar to me. I recognize the paintings, but it's like nothing else is clicking. I kind of recognize the TV. Why? Hold on. No, that's always there. That's always there. I have faith that it is. Alright, alright. Toilet is toilety. This room is dusty. Also dusty. I'm so lost. Okay. We've got this. We've got this. We can figure it out. I don't know why this area is so difficult for me to identify. We should be almost at 3 anomalies right now, and I'm not doing good. Because I think they come in at every 15-ish seconds, right? Something like that. And I don't see anything wrong. That's the real issue. Okay. Okay, we can do this. We can't do this. I'm also expecting to see somebody creeping through the windows, but they're not doing that either. That thing is up here. Nothing is out there. This is normal. I think I'm in trouble. I think the poker chips are right. Oh, the glass in here has changed, though. Thanks to Pineapple pointing it out before I knew to look for the glass. Because it was sitting here, but now it's not. And at first I wondered if it was in the wrong spot there, but then I realized that I think it was there before, you know? But we're good now. We solved it. Resolution. I don't know about any other resolution, though, admittedly. This guy's face is creepy but correct. This lady's watching you shower. Bath. I don't know if this is also a shower, but it's watching you when you do whatever it is that you're doing. Doctor Who. This is here. Is the phone? I think the phone's always up there. Until I find out that it's not, and that I have thought all this time that it belongs there. I'm also really behind on this gym of mine. I want to finish Yuppie first. We've done so much in... No, thank you. No, thank you. No, 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 you can stay out. Are your titties hanging out? Thanks. Don't come again. We've done so much in Pokemon, though. So you should totally catch up on the Pokemon. You should catch up on everything. You got all the spare time in the world, right, Nahi? I'm sure you do. I have faith. I think there's something wrong in here. I'm afraid. to report something being wrong in here just in case it's not. But something doesn't seem right, and I don't know where, but it doesn't seem right. Poof yourself. I can't make the actual sound of PFFT because I know that it's not going to come across very well across the microphone. That's why I'm selective. I don't have a lot of time. Of course you do. I watch things when I eat, but that's how I'm getting super behind on watching things. I only had enough time to watch half of a Markiplier video earlier, and that felt like a crime of its own. I don't like stopping videos halfway through, but I only had time while I was eating, so I was doomed. Oh, the face. Bedroom. Scares away the nightmares. Also scares away me. But time is a problem. We need more of it in a day. And I'm not talking about myself. I can't see the arrow to flip. I listen to my D&D stuff when I drive. When I eat, I catch up on some others. When I lay in bed, I watch Yuppie. That sounds like quite the schedule that you're on, Nahi. Such a schedule. Also, did you see the news? Which news? Is it about D&D and or Yuppie? I thought something seemed different in here, and I don't think it actually is. That's why I had to come back and just stare really intense for a moment. I don't think there's anything in here. Are we missing it? Hold on. Toilet, entrance, living room. What rooms are we supposed to have? Toilet, entrance, living room. Viz Media made a bunch of their subbed anime free on YouTube, Inuyasha Sailor Moon. I did see that, but I didn't actually realize where it was. I just kind of saw it in passing. Kitchen, parlor, game room, bedroom, leisure room, hallway. No, we've got all our rooms. For some reason, it felt like I was missing one. But yeah, I saw that there were a bunch of free anime, but I didn't pay attention to who or where to watch it because I was like scrolling last night. Living room anomaly? Oh my god, was there? There's probably a ton of anomalies because I just cannot see for the life of me. What anomaly anomalized? What was wrong? I still don't know what was wrong. Oh no. Most of them, it's the complete series. Most of them, I would totally rewatch Inuyasha. Gonna be honest. Still don't like the mystery stains. I don't know if that clock is ticking in the wrong direction. I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try it because I don't know. I don't trust my judgment ever on this. Okay. We got this. Also, how's it going, Horst? Pillow was missing on the couch. In the living room? I think the picture is different in here. The lady is not the same. The lady is not the same lady. I don't really know if that's a lady in that picture, in all fairness. Never fully finished Inuyasha, but it was so good. It was. I had some of the movies when I was a kid because I was a tiny weeb. It's fine. It's fine. There's one anime I would love to have come back, in my opinion. It was super underrated. What one? It only got one season. I want to see them do another season of Air Gear. Air Gear wasn't very popular, but I liked it. And they stopped it at a really dumb spot. That painting isn't right in this hallway. It's very wonky. I think it's not right. Or is it? Oh no, I'm second guessing. I'm panicking. Oh, we're good. We're fine. It was wrong. Witch Hunter Robin. I actually didn't like Witch Hunter Robin. I think it wasn't the right... It was like a very, very dry humor, if I remember. And when I was watching it, I was definitely too young to be watching. It didn't make sense to me. I'm still looking for where things are messed up. But I also didn't like Big O, and a lot of people really liked that. What is on the floor here? Has that always been there? I don't know. I'm not willing to risk it. Not willing to risk it over and I don't know. Even though I'm probably going to lose otherwise. It is a darker anime. I recommend watching it now when you're older. That's fair. But then I need time to watch it. Okay, I thought there was just a random brick wall here, but it's actually like a pillar, I think, on the porch. But we can't see. Oh, hello, TV. That's an interesting choice in TV watching. Is the Grudge Girl gonna come out of the shower tub? Whatever we're watching? I'm watching it anyway. No. Okay. Nothing. Nothing gonna murder us. Okay, okay. I really watch the paintings because they're like the only things that I have any confidence in. And that's just because they're so obvious. Usually. When they're not obvious, we're doomed. Yeah, okay. I thought we were missing that room for a second. I don't know where I am. I'm lost. Okay. The chairs are the right amount of chairs. That drawer still looks like a smiley face, and I'm all for it. I don't know. I'm lost. Something seems weird about the perspective of this, but I don't know if there's actually anything wrong with it. So I'm not going to click it, even though I probably should. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think we're all fine. An anime that I do think should also be continued, though, even though I don't really know how they would be Elfen Lied. Because I really liked that. I don't know if there's anything more that they can really develop on it. I don't know if there was a manga that went further, or if there wasn't. But I liked what they had. Didn't like... I don't know. Lucy already kill everyone? No. Her boyfriend was still alive. And as long as he's still alive, that's all that matters. You know? It's not. But, you know. I mean, they could go how Clamp took over Blood plus Blood C, you know? Have you ever seen Saikano? It's a little like Elfen Lied. I don't think so. I don't know what it is by its name at least, so probably not. But maybe, because I'm really bad at names. I'd ask what it's about, but I feel like it's probably about a lot of blood. And people dying. I don't know. Yeah, warning. Girl is a weapon of mass destruction and has a boyfriend. Oh, wow. That's such a detailed premise. Where are the anomalies? Send help. Nope, that chair is normal. Okay, for a second I thought it wasn't, but it is normal. I mean... Do you mean? What do you mean? You can kind of see the parallels from there. Are you sure? The whatever is still over here. There's not a strange man at the door. Oh no, because he's here playing the piano in the parlor instead. Hello. Goodbye, it's your house now. Just like if there's a spider in your house, you just leave. The intruder doesn't. Great! That was great. That was great. We did so good. So good. Okay, we're gonna try this again. This is how it's supposed to be. There is supposed to be a telephone there. I was about to call it a TV. It's not a TV. No stranger danger. Okay, okay. Everything looks fine. Everything looks fine. Because it's all supposed to be fine. This is how it's all supposed to look. I don't know where I messed up. Where did I go wrong? There had to have been so many things and I didn't see any of them. Where were they? I just don't know. I just don't know. Okay. I have confidence. We're going in with confidence. We've got 5 seconds before things probably start happening. So I need to look at everything. And then promptly forget all of them. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I already feel like I've forgotten everything every time I enter a room. So it's not gonna matter. Do it, coward. Pew. I feel like I never noticed there's a microwave back there, though, and that seems like a problem of its own. Not because they probably took away the microwave, but just because I'm so unobservant that I didn't even know there was one. Not at all. Okay. An anomaly should have occurred. Whatever that is, I think it's actually just the edge of the sheet and it's not tucked in. That's always there. Good to know. Good to know. Alright. But what is where it isn't supposed to be? I don't see anything. Oh no. We're not starting off strong. The pose of this person. Severe disappointment. Mostly in me. Okay. Couch has all its cushions. I'm gonna watch this back later. Dora entrance has changed. Oh my god. You're right. It has. It has. Oh my god. How did I not see that? It's so obvious now that I'm looking at it. But I didn't know. I really didn't. Okay. Okay. We're good. Has there always been food on top of that grill? Because I think there's food on top of it now, and I don't remember it being there before, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't. I don't know. Okay. I think everything's fine in here. The glass is where it's supposed to be, the right amount of poker chips. I can't tell what that card is, so I'm gonna hope it never changes. Very promising solution, I know. Alright. Are there always 2 speakers stacked on each other in this room? I don't know if there were in the last round. God. Like I said, I'm gonna look back at this later on, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know how I didn't see these things. Some of these things probably happened right in front of me, and I still don't notice. Yes. Yes. Maybe I was thinking about how these ones only have 1 stacked on top of each other, and that's how I got confused. Hi, buddy! Hi! Oh no, you're outside. You're not in the kitchen. You're out of the kitchen, which is good. Stay out of the kitchen. Please. I'm just gonna leave you to it. Just gonna leave you to it. Okay. Now, I was told when an intruder shows up in the bathroom in this one to stay in the bathroom. And it's occurred to me that, what if it's an insta-kill? Or not an insta-kill, but like you die if you stay in with it, you know? What if it pulls you into the void? I fear. I don't see anything, though. I don't see anything. The pillows are all normal. The rug is ruggin'. The pictures are picture-y. Bottle is bottle. I'm trying to memorize what direction the pendulum swings in the grandfather clock on the wall. But I know I'm not succeeding. I really do know I'm not, but I'm trying my best. Okay. Oh, hello, giant dust flake that is still definitely not a ghost. Alright, alright. Nothing suspicious. I'm not feeling good about this. All the chairs were correct in the game room. I feel like something's gotta be happening in this room because I don't really ever notice anything except for Granny up here. But I don't see anything. The TV in here is off, the music player's off. I feel like both of those are probably gonna change at some point. Nothing in here. I thought I heard a noise and that's why I got quiet for a moment. But I don't think there is actually a noise, and I was just going crazy, as I sometimes do. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're not fine. There are so many anomalies. We've only got that door that changed. But where are they? If I stare at it long enough, something will change. Or I'll just lose my job. That can happen too. And it probably will. Alright, alright. The door. Oh my god! I'm not really sure what that means, but it's not good. No, thank you. Okay. Much better. Much better. Alright. Well, I feel good about finding that at least. I found something. Are you proud of me? I'm not. I don't know if there's always a lamp, I think that is behind there, but I'm just gonna leave it for now because it probably is usually there. I don't really know. I really have no idea what I'm doing with my life, but I feel like maybe this job is not cut out for me. Or I'm not cut out for it. I'm not cut out for it. It's fine. Alright. I'm waiting for something to be in these mirrors, too. Or just a difference, but I haven't seen anything yet. Is that what that always was, or was that a house? No, I think the house is in a different room. We're gonna cycle through and see if I can find that house painting that I'm thinking of. Just to make sure. Where is the house painting supposed to be? I'm going crazy. Oh, there it is. It's right here. This is what I was thinking belonged in the bathroom. It obviously doesn't belong in the bathroom because it's there instead. We've got 2 soap dispenser thingies. We've got a toilet. I don't know. We've got our chandelier. This house really likes its chandeliers, which I would appreciate, but I feel like that's got to be a pain when you have to change the light bulbs. Changing light bulbs in a chandelier alone sounds like a pain. There's a chandelier in this house, but I've luckily never... Thought I heard a noise again. But I don't hear it now. I've luckily never had to change the light bulbs myself. Because that would... No. I don't even know if we have replacement light bulbs for it. Alright. And these are like candles. Do people actually light them? Are they decorative? Who lit the candles in the hallway even? Asking the real questions, you know? Warning. Wow. I never would have guessed. Okay. I think I need to start making guesses, even if I'm wrong. Even though I've only got 3 chances to be wrong, you know? There doesn't seem like there's anything wrong in here. This person's always had 2 chips. This mystery entity right here has always had 3. Granny chair is granny chair. This room looks how it always does. I don't know. There are a lot of light switches in that room. I'm gonna guess there's supposed to be, but there's a lot. I don't think there's anything wrong in the bathroom. I'm gonna guess if something is wrong, it's in the kitchen. Is it wrong? Probably. But it's worth a shot. Anything is worth a shot at this point. We've got so many anomalies that there's... I messed up. I'm so sad. But I don't see anything wrong. Everyone's gonna hate me for doing this because I'm guessing again. But we're gonna die if I don't start doing that. There's nothing wrong here. There. What was wrong? Oh no. I don't even know what was wrong. Oh no. Okay. Nobody will hate you. The radio down right was off. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm glad you've got the observational skills. Somebody's got to help me keep this job, because obviously I can't be trusted with it. I feel like that clock is moving in the wrong direction. I think that I'm just looking so hard for it. Is this bed always that messy? I don't know. I don't know. The radio's on in here. I think it always is. I think everything's fine in here. Sometimes I think I hear weird noises, but oh my god, that's a face. There is a problem in the entrance that there's a face. But it's fine. See, now I feel better. I found a thing. I don't think that that's right either. So we're gonna do a report in the living room, because I think that their painting is wrong too. I think it was 2 people, but I don't think they were like that. We're gonna find out. No, it was 2 people, but they definitely weren't the way that they were. Good. This man's always just angry. I don't think that I would keep him in here. I don't really know what this thing is. It's fine. I'm sure it's supposed to be there, right? I thought that was actually the picture that was in the living room, but that's okay. We got it right either way, so it doesn't matter. The glass is in the right spot. Oh, okay, changed my mind. It's not in the right spot anymore. Nope. Somebody was like, yeah, no, we can't have that. Can't have it in the right spot. We got that solved. Okay. We're fine. We're doing okay now, I think. I'm jinxing it by saying that. We're gonna lose, but I'm feeling a little less terrible about the level of losing now, you know? I don't like this light switch and then this light switch. It bothers me. It's not necessary. You can have just one. I don't care if it wastes electricity. Just one. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not having problems with the mass amount of light switches across this house. No. Not at all. It's fine. I mean, there are a lot of light switches in most houses, and I never complain about those, but God forbid in a video game, you know? Mostly because I have to keep track of them, in all fairness. Okay. I think that room was fine. I think that this room is fine. I don't feel good about any of this. Oh, hi! How you doing? Are you just... Oh god, I shouldn't have stayed in here. I shouldn't have stayed in here. Oh my god. Okay, well. There was our jump scare for this level. Not realizing that he was just gonna crunch his neck and then try to crunch mine while he was at it. It's fine. I want to know what this picture turns into whenever it gets an anomaly, because you know it has to have one. But what is it? Alright. It's built by somebody. I figure that if these change, like the motivational things, I feel like if they change, it's probably going to say something really unsettling. So it's going to be really obvious as long as I can read them. So I need to take a second and pause and read them every single time they show up on the screen. Just, you know, in hopes. Big hopes. Bong. Too many chairs in the kitchen, I think, though. If not, there should be, because you don't need that many chairs in your kitchen. Also, they're all facing me, which is the actual problem here. But I don't know. I just don't have that many friends, so why should they? Even though it's probably for like a family. But I don't have that many family either, so why should they? Okay, no, we're fine. It's fine. It's fine. Make sure there aren't any demons in the picture real quick either. Just for good measure. Alright. Granny still looks like Granny. Nobody's tapping on our windows. weird vampire man still doesn't have a plastic bag on his head. We're good. Oh, this is an angel. It took me this long to realize that those are wings as her background and not an actual just white background. It takes me a minute sometimes, you know? It takes me a while. I'm not observant. I'm trying my best, but it doesn't mean that I'm any good at it. Alright, I think these two are normal. This is normal. This is normal. Radio isn't going to turn off because it already did this round. I really feel confused about what's going on with this railing here. But it's none of my business. I didn't build the house. I didn't build the house. Or did I? No, I would hopefully be making a lot of money building houses. Something seems weird about this, but I don't know why. I think it's normal. I do think it's normal. It's just something isn't sitting right with it. Just like something doesn't sit right about this radiator that I only just now noticed. I think that's a radiator. It might not even be. But maybe. Maybe not, but maybe. Okay, we don't have any beautiful television networks showing, which I wish they would. I could really go for watching some TV right now. I actually don't really watch TV. But it's fine. I'll watch a drain or a shower head or whatever it was. I'm not picky. Hi. Toilet, huh? Toilet, send. I was told to stay in here. Oh, no. Is that why I was told to stay in there? Chair is missing in game room? What? I didn't even notice. Oh my god, you're right. Okay, you saved us. I really regret staying in the bathroom for that. I so regret staying in the bathroom for that. I was trolled. I was trolled. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We might make it. We're doing okay-ish. We're not. But we're doing okay-ish. Alright. Microwave's where microwave belongs. Picture's where picture belongs. There are enough chairs in here. The paintings seem normal. Paintings seem as normal as they get. Granny's okay. So that's great. I guess. I feel like something should be in this corner, even though, like, logically you probably wouldn't put anything there because it's so close to the door. But it just feels wrong. And I don't know why. I don't know what about it bothers me. I don't see anything in here. There's enough toilet paper. There's no creepers hanging out. No creepers hanging out in here either. We got our phone still. Our TV's still broken. Very disappointed in our TV being broken all the time. Refrigerator refrigerating, hopefully at least. It's at least pretending to do the job. Piano's not playing itself. I wish it would. I think that would be great. And it might. But not right now. I wouldn't be surprised also if they just change the colors on the chips at some point. But I'm not that observant to notice it. Alright, alright. I think everything's fine in here. It's probably not, but as far as I know it is. There's enough chairs. None of the pictures seem to have been... I can't tell. I don't remember what that picture is supposed to be, but I can't really see it either. So I'm just gonna say it's normal. There's nobody creeping through the window. I really expected a lot more outside anomalies. But I don't see very many of them. Maybe because I'm oblivious. We got 11 anomalies though, so that's actually pretty good. Oh no, we did? We are. R.I.P. dead. And with our dying, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. But we'll continue tomorrow, especially with it like kind of fresh in our brains. Maybe we'll be able to pass that level. So yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out, doing the chatting, the kitty treats, the things, and the stuff. Thank you, Humorous Pineapple Person and Jesse Power 2005 for your follows. You both get hearts. I give 2 separate hearts for the amount of hearts. Thank you everyone who helped me find things, do stuff, and literally everything else, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I hope to see you all next time. It was fun to quiz. Good night. Good night. Bye-bye.